Hello there. Welcome to Innovate Leader Series. My name is Coach Gilbert. I'm the CEO of Ascent Leadership Group. And in this episode, I want to talk about total caring leadership. And you'll ask yourself, why total caring leadership? I mean, if you look around us, leadership has been well studied. John Maxwell says, everything rises and falls on leadership. And many other scholars have come in to actually emphasize the aspect of leadership as influence. And influence, as I've shared in many of my episodes, that influence is a metric that is measured. So how do we measure our influence? Besides the other aspect of organizational metrics that needs to move, is we can measure our influence through how we balance some critical components in our lives, and also modeling it to our followers or to our team members, and also how we show care and concern and compassion and nurture in the teams that we lead or in the people that we lead. And that's where total caring leadership comes into place, because as a leader, if you are unable to understand how you show up as a whole, looking at your 4 components based on Friedman model, looking at how your personal capabilities actually show up in the way you lead people, looking at how your family involvement contribute to the way you lead people, looking at how your professional space is critical in terms of how you lead, and also how you engage with the community, your spaces in the community that you come from is also critical in terms of understanding the balance of how you show up as a leader. And when you understand that, then you'll be able also to extend the same understanding to how your team members show up, because there's a very thin line between professional life and personal lives. If all the other 3 domains are not taken care of in any individual, then they will show up as a baggage in office. And that's where the understanding of total leadership comes into place. The second aspect is the understanding of caring leadership, and this was majorly propagated by Watson and many other scholars who came into place, who looked at some 10 factors that are critical in terms of driving understanding total caring leadership. And majorly it was actually studied within the nursing fraternity and also education for a long time, but it actually has huge principles in organization leadership in all orientations, and because it talks about various elements that are critical. It talks about an aspect of kindness, it talks about an aspect of trust, it talks about an aspect of respect, generating ideas and innovative ideas within the team, having faith and hope in people, and many other factors around the caring leadership aspect. So a combination of these 2 is what I want to share with you today, by giving you some 4 tips that will be very critical for you as you apply total caring leadership. And for you as a leader, to ensure that you apply the total caring values effectively and see the transformation in your team, then these 4 practices are very critical for you to apply. Number 1 is for you to be mindful. I know mindfulness is something that has been studied in many other spaces in terms of just understanding some aspect of self-love, some aspect of calmness, some aspect of emotional balance. But I just want to share with you 3 areas that then will enable you to really develop your aspect of mindfulness, or being mindful. And being mindful here is being mindful of others, but at the same time being mindful of yourself. That's why we talk about self-love, because being mindful means that you have to have some self-love for yourself. You must have some self-forgiving for yourself, especially in some of the things that you are feeling that you're not attaining and they're putting a lot of pressure on you. You must have some critical element of awareness, because if you don't have this, then you will not extend the same kindness to your team members. You will not understand how your team members show up. You will not be able to extend the nurture and the love to your team members. So be mindful. by practicing that. Number two is being intentional. And intentional here is focus. Intentional here is clarity of vision, clarity of the shared values, sustaining hope in your team. That's how you become intentional, because as a leader, if you're not intentional, then, the people around you will not care, because you yourself, you're not caring because you're not intentional. So intentionality is critical for you as a leader, especially in the practice of total caring leadership. Number three is being authentic. Authentic is just you, being you in all the spaces that we talked about in the Freidsman domains. Being you in how you show up to in your team, and the balance around your emotional aspect. And this is how authenticity comes into place. Having that sense of purpose, being real and genuine, showing some genuine care and concern. That's how you bring authenticity. And the last one is be inspirational. And inspiration here is having a deep sense of purpose, having clarity in the direction that you want to go, building capacity in people, and modeling the way. So these are the 4 B's that you need to be able to inculcate as a leader to develop the competencies of total caring leadership. Be mindful, be intentional, be authentic, and be inspirational. So I hope I've added value to you, and see you in the next episode. And my name is Coach Gilbert, and it was looking forward to engage with you more. Thank you.